Loading game 1 of the quarterfinals. We have Nouns Esports against T2, Japan against Europe. The first time we see them playing against each other. We have never seen a European against Japanese team on even ping. So this is a first world premiere. This is a world premiere. Japan against Europe. It's gonna be very exciting. Nouns obviously the best team in Europe. Japan, T2 is the only one left. Secret chip's already out. And we have Gatlu back on the Trevenant. Gatlu back on the Trevenant, Haruta on the Aegis right here, looking for the last hit. Redmo's there with the Meteor Mash, can he get it? I'm not sure, yeah, I think he got it. And Goose is already invading with the Hooper. Already stole a red buff away as well. Can you see this blue buff? No, he can't, but he just auto-takes the A-Pom in the enemy flux zone. You would think this is his base, but no, it's the enemy base. He's just having fun with the Super. And he denied all the buffs as well, because Snorlax had to take it away. Which means that the actual jungler and the actual damage dealer are not able to get any experience. He's gonna join Gatlu on top lane now, who's already level 5. Has the curse unlocked. First blood! No, Super Saiyan gets away. Barely with the focus spam, but there's first blood. Simna goes down. Adesu picks up the first kill of day 2. On top already, another tier 1 goal. Very well done. Gatlu's gonna keep stacking his attack weight. There we go, it goes in. Meanwhile, bot lane, T2's going very aggressive, getting their first KO as well. Onto the Blissey. Redmore diving back in onto Haruta, but Haruta gets the Shadow Sneak in, gets 1 KO, but it's probably also going to go down. So these teams are already very aggressive. Adesu now trying to kill the Blissey, and I think he should be succeeding. Softboard X should not be enough, and there we go. Adesu, already 3 KOs for the side of Nouns. It's just going crazy already in this early game. Both teams just being so aggressive, diving goals left and right. I'm gonna start scoring. Ruff getting 14 and Redmore getting 4 points. And we have Dread spawning in 1 minute. Hey, Haruta bot raid Ruin on the enemy jungle. Try to see some buffs away. But now Esports on point. I able to pick him off as well. Get those buffs. And Gatlu's on his way to level 7 now. He's gonna unlock the Horn Leech. He's the only Trevenant player in this entire tournament so far. Again, he has played it throughout the European regionals. And he's back on the Trevenant for the World Championship as well. Adesu hitting level 8, has the Hyper Beam unlocked now. And he has so far had. T2 has no last hitting right now for this early game, so this first Dreadmite should be very good for the side of Nouns. But ooh, MAME or MAME. Actually somehow sneaking in. I'm just gonna call him MAME. I think MAME sounds better. Has a double dropkick to go out. And just sneaks in some points behind enemy lines. Dread spawning in 10 seconds. Adesu has to be careful. He's the one that has to be alive for this Dread fight. Haruta also dropping super low, but is able to get out. And now MAME is diving in very deep. It's looking ahead. He wants to look for these. Look, bot lane. Why are we top lane? Dragon Knight dropping super low, getting Dolphin, but Aegis Haruta is already down. And the power punch. I think the power punch of Redmore is perfectly timed. And he's able to get the first Dreadnought of day 2 and in this match for his team. This lasting potential right of Nouns. They have Power Punch, they have Hyper Beam. So even if the Hyper Beam can't make it, we still have the Power Punch. Rune again invading now, taking some of the buffs away. Does saying MAME sound bad? MAME? MAME? I mean, I'm sorry, MAME sounds just fucking... I don't know, man. Yes, yeah, exactly, right. Should I say... No, I'm not gonna say that. Redmore again, the Hyper Beam Power Punch, they secure the Rotom. Rune going into the Unite move. Going into the Unite move, and goes down. Rotom goes in as well. Do they have any high scores? They have 40 on Adesu. But what, they just kill the goal? That seems like a bit of a mistake. But they're gonna go towards the second push as well. Gonna Hyper Beam here. They're all gonna start scoring Bruff, pushing another 13 in. They missed a lot of points right there on Adesu. But maybe they just wanted experience on the Blissey so we get to level 9 easier. Redmore gets dived on and auto-tagged. Goes down and Bruff is running for his life now. Bruff with the in real life Blissey cosplay, not having any hair currently on top of his head. He is in full roleplay to just play Blissey throughout this entire tournament. Egg in game, egg in real life. He is the one with the Blissey. Gonna take those bees away. We have Dread spawning in 30 seconds. And Noun is just in a very good position right now. Haruta only level 9 on this Aegis Slash. Pretty far behind. Snorlax doesn't even have his Unite move yet. Stee needs a while to get this one too. I'm gonna look for a top 2 push. Rune's gonna start scoring 22 points, but the hyperspace port is there. They're gonna start chasing Rune, who drops under half HP. And MAME, I think, is going to die. No, he gets away. TSAREENA, just locking down TSAREENA is so difficult. But wait, now it is so out of position for this. And it goes over to Gatlu? What? The Bliss Unite and Aegis Unite somehow don't get the last hit. I don't understand how they don't. And somehow Gatlu, with no damage whatsoever, is able to get this Dreadnought. I can't believe it. Through the Blissey and the Aegis Unite. Haruta said he's getting 40 points in, and Gatlush is going to try to buy time right here. The goal is going to die though, but his comeback is here now. Blissey Unite goes on to Gatlu. They're going to start looking for KOs, and I think Haruta's going to die. On the backside, Gatlu's changing the Snorlax Supercell, but he's actually getting away. But Haruta on the bottom side is going to go down. And Gatlu steals away a Dread. That should have never been his. MAME diving onto Redmore, double stomping him. Can he find another stop? The Unite move gets unstoppable. The Unite move gets unstoppable. And TSAREENA just goes down instantly. Rune is here as well. Twice his Unite move just gets killed in it. And 4 objectives so far have gone to the side of the Europeans. Picking up the second Rotom 2. 4 out of 4 objectives so far. But you can win every objective as long as you don't win Zapdos, right? It doesn't really matter too much. But they're in a good position now. They're all pretty much 1 level up on their counterparts. But they're still, you know, they're not too far ahead. We shouldn't be too confident yet. We have 1 minute 17 until Zapdos spawns. TSAREENA Unite goes down onto Goose on top side. It's gonna start stomping, diving in with a dropkick, another stomp goes in. Can he chase anyone down? Not really, but Gatlu gets blocked away. Hornleech is through the block. I think he did, and Hornleech is them again into his team. Bruff is dropping super low. Gatlu's back with Hyperspace Portal, getting back to full HP. Meanwhile, Redma scoring 49 points, but I would like to see the action on top lane. Haruta is gonna kill Bruff, but Snorlax and Haruta both going down. MAME on the run now. Next Hyper Beam might be taken down, but the dropkick goes back in. But MAME misses the storms, and there's the Hyper Beam. There's the Hyper Beam. Finishes off MAME. And so much action still happening. I just know the highest level in the game is level 13, and now it's just going for another Dreadnought. You have to be careful though. Snorlax Supercells lurking around. This could be a Zapdos teamfight. This just could turn into a Zapdos teamfight. Both teams have to be a bit careful. Batman's gonna build up his Power Punch, but the Hyper Beam of Adesu is perfect. It is perfect, and they get the last Dread as well. 5 out of 5 objectives so far for the Europeans. And now they're not gonna chase. They're gonna chase Haruta down. Goes into the White Guard. He's gonna live for now. Hyper Beam does a lot of damage. It's just not enough though. Auto attacks of Adesu fly him in, and he's just flying towards Zapdos now. Is he just gonna start it? He's just gonna start Zapdos. I mean, they have good last hitting, right? Meanwhile, Simish is fighting. MAME is already down. And, oh, Gapdush is buying so much time. He is tanking 4 characters right now. Can he live? He has Focus Band. He boards into the Hooper Portal. Zapdos is gonna die, and it goes over to Gatlu with the Fluffy Tail. Honest Trevenant is able to pick up the Zapdos. Adesu kinda not getting Hyper Beam off, but Gatlu is there. And now in esports, take the first Zapdos of day 2. Looking much more convincingly today than yesterday. They seem to be on point. This morning at least. I think they were a bit nervous yesterday. Today it seems to be much cleaner already, just in the first game. T2 obviously can still look for a second push. They have 1 minute 10 left, but it will be super difficult. It will be super difficult. What can T2 do? They're gonna try to farm Unite moves back up, looking for any Corp Fishes, any Bees, to get some Unite move recharge back in, and go push together yet again. It's not over, no, it's not over. MAME has Unite move up again. 40 seconds left, they're gonna start capping. Bruff is here, the Bruff's gonna buy a lot of time. But how are they gonna kill Trevenant? This Trevenant, any respawns will be unkillable under tier 2 goals or under the main goal, it doesn't matter where. They will not be able to kill Gatlu, I'm pretty sure. But they're actually doing quite, they're killing Adesu. Adesu's down. But now, Gatlu is here. How are they gonna kill this Trevenant? I have no idea, he's level 14. He has a Blissey with him as well. There's just no way of killing this guy. He also can't start capping because of the curse, ticking over and over again onto it. He's still at full HP. Or leeching people around left and right. Yeah, you just can't, right? Stas is passive up as well. Another Horn Leech comes through of Gatlu. And now Esports take game 1 pretty convincingly, getting every objective, 3 Dreads, 2 Rotoms and Zapdos, all in one game. Very well played. GG's. Game number 2, we have no changes, both teams sticking to the same comms. I mean, no one says no reason to change. If then maybe T2 should have changed something, but I don't think they will. They're sticking to their guns, that's what they practice for. Why would they change it? And Redma already bot lane, going very aggressive, gonna score 6 points. And the X speed. This is why Lucario started playing X speed, just so they can score early game as well. But I mean, he's a power punch Lucario, he doesn't need full heal. As soon as he gets to level 11, he has a permanent unstoppable, so yeah. Gato trying to get some stacks early game, but Rune this time having the red buff. No invades happening. I mean, I think Grease was maybe invading, but couldn't get this done this time. So Rune this time has the red buff. Haruta dropping super low. That's first blood again. 4 rounds esports on bot side. A/slash goes down. Redmo's gonna start scoring more points again. Quick attack away, Meteor Mash, and is back to safety. Lucario's early games is so oppressive. This combination between just a quick escape and a knockback just makes it almost impossible to kill him ever. Bees are spawning, he's gonna Meteor Mash them as well, back into his team to the left side, and then quick attack. Ruff is gonna pound them at the same time, and there we go, picking up all those bees very, very easily. This time Gatlu's struggling a bit more on top side, but it shouldn't be too bad. One more Corpfish, he's gonna be level 5. As soon as he gets his curse, he's gonna be very strong. There we go. Evolution done, Determinant unlocked, and Rune has to be careful, dropping super low. 8 jack buttons away! That was a very early jack button. And now Supercell is the one invading. Adesu, Dragonair, Dratini, one of the worst early game Pokemon. I just did a lot of auto attack damage, but has pretty bad last hitting. So going forward, can he find the heavy slam? The auto attack, and he gets it with a boosted auto attack, and you can see Adesu's frustration in the player cam. He's like, oh my, really? No way, bro, you just did that to me. He's gonna maybe hopefully kill him. Gonna back up his red buff. No! The heavy slam! Adesu next Dragon Dance should be able to catch him still. There we go. Boosted auto attack is in range. And he's able to get his red buff back in time. You could see the frustration in the player cam. Supercell buying some time at least. This could always, you know, deny the level 8 Dragonite evolution. As long as you just make sure the Dragonite doesn't evolve, the first Dreadnought fight's obviously much easier. MAME already level 7 on this arena, going very aggressive. He's gonna drop kick in, no, he's gonna drop kick out. Back to safety. Doesn't want to overextend right here. He's looking pretty strong already. And they're gonna go back to another jungle rotation. 30 seconds for Dread to spawn. Adesu no level 7. Still needs a bit more for this Dragonite evolution. And they're just leaving Redmore top for now. He's going back to his jungle. Hopefully it should be enough. And Gatlu's spot lane now. Looking for level 7. Again, needs that Horn Leech before he's actually an aggressive Pokemon. Otherwise, he's kinda weak. So needs this 8 Audino very bad. But, oh, okay, he gets it right before the 8 bomb hits. Supercell getting level 7. He's gonna have block for this first team fight, which actually kinda strong. He's using the X speed now, run towards bot lane as fast as possible. Again, T2 doesn't have a Hooper, so they can't just teleport between goals. And they're just gonna rush it. Oh, what perfect Hyper Beam into Power Punch, and hitting literally at the same time, deleting Dreadnought from like 40% HP. And they get the first Dread yet again. MAME top lane scoring 30 points. They're gonna kill this goal. They're gonna go for a Rotom afterwards. Meanwhile, now it's just like, okay, sure, whatever. We're gonna push bot goal. They're gonna start breaking this with 60 points in total. 30 for Redma, 30 for Gatlu. And MAME is now working on this Rotom. Can they do anything with this? So it's kind of brutal. They unlocked 3 Odinos as well for the side of Nouns Esports. So I'm not sure if this is the right call. This Rotom is not gonna do much unless they can maybe get some more experience on bot side now for this. And Gatlu is just so deep. Took away one Audino, is going back with the Horn Leech. Okay, I think now he wants a bit too much. He's gonna Unite move actually. Pops the curse, has another Horn Leech. Ah, but the shield of the goal might be too much. The block comes through, he gets blocked into the wall. The spectator mode is lagging out. Gatlu, can he get away? No, he can't. He's gonna get taken down. A bit too aggressive right there. But you know what? Gotta make your opponents know, like, what is this guy doing? But meanwhile, Redmore and Adesu picking up a double KO in their own jungle, making up for this Gatlu death. Ruff's gonna score 22 points on top. He's gonna score some more points, get his Unite move up back faster. Again, every time you score points, your Unite move gets more recharge, doesn't matter how many points you do. If it's 1, if it's 5, it's 30. You always get the same amount of Unite recharge back, very important. Oh my, this Hyper Beam damage, chunking Haruto to 2.5 HP. But he's totally fine, has a Blissey around him, has the right guard, so no big deal for him. And Bruff's actually dying this time, but I guess it doesn't really matter that Bruff dies on top. Underlevel Blissey doesn't give too much experience. So totally reasonable. Dread spawning in 15 seconds. And Gatlu's already very aggressive. He's lurking around. He doesn't have Unite move yet though, so he has to be careful. If he gets spotted out, he might die. And I think they've spotted him out. He's looking for a flank. Redmore can still be top lane. They have a Hooper, so he can always port in. That's a very early Cramorant Unite. Not really in range of anything. Grease just is walking in. Dreadnought's dying. They're gonna just try to blast it, and it actually goes over to the Hooper somehow. And now they're just gonna ace T2. 2 already down. They're gonna chase Supercell. 3 KOs already for the side of Nouns. Winning the second Dread as well just dies so fast, man. 45 go in, 40 go in as well, maybe? No, Goose can't quite get it. Can't quite get it. Nouns is Adesu still chasing the Snorlax across the entire map. Is he gonna start killing him? Next Heavy Slam is there. And he's actually just gonna go into Gatlu. Has the Unite move right here. And he's just buying time. He knows that he's probably just still dead. I guess it doesn't matter. Even if he dies there or not. This is the last time he can use his Unite move. And he just runs away with the Unite move movement speed. And is fine. Rotom will go side of Nouns with the Hyper Beam quite easily. No big deal there. And they're gonna start pushing this goal. They can get a nice overcap here. If Adesu starts scoring, they might even wait a bit longer. Again, people like to wait. Just so that the Odinos spawn as late as possible. And it takes them some time to respawn. But there we go. It's gonna score 30 overcap now. And we have a 60-point lead for the side of Nouns. Well, they're making a push happen on bot. Ruin has used this Unite move. They're gonna break this goal as well. Nice overcap, puts him 3 points, just barely behind. Dropkick goes back in off MAME. He's very strong right now. He's level 30.5. And he just storms onto Redmore. He's looking for Bruff now. Does auto-tech the air once, just to get another boosted auto-tech in. Is he gonna dropkick this? Gets the shield from it. Another stomp into dropkick. There we go. No, he's actually just gonna stomp. He doesn't even use the shield. He's still alive. Man, TSAREENA is just such a ridiculous Pokemon. Hyper Beam comes through, doesn't even do that much damage either. Has Unite move right here, and it's totally fine for TSAREENA. He's gonna go for Adesu as well. MAME is just popping off right now, drop kicking in again. Gets another shield. Is he gonna drop kick or stomp again? Gets the shield from another drop kick. And this Pokemon is just ridiculous. I don't understand how this is still allowed to be in the game. And now he's level 14. He is level 14. Just ridiculous. They're gonna might pick up the first objective or first Dread now. They got Rotom earlier, not the first objective, the second objective, but the first Dread of the series. Unless Gatlu's able to snipe it away. No, this time Haruta is able to get it. Gatlu gets back to safety with the hyperspace portal, but Grease, I think, might die. Has the XP and just runs away. Alright. This means he won't have it for the Zapdos fight. So that's a kind of victory for the side of T2. Getting a XP out is very nice. Alright, Zapdos is up 3 points behind for T2. XP is pretty much even, but MAME is level 15. This is a level 15 TSAREENA. Absolutely scary. This is absolutely scary. They can't deal with it. I don't think they can kill MAME in a team fight right now. Gatlu already Unite moving him. And they're gonna try to look for MAME, but he just looks unkillable right now. There's very aggressive Cramorant Unite. And Gatlu has to be careful. Gatlu doesn't have anything left. Has the Horn Leech into Curse, another Horn Leech, but he gets taken on by the Heavy Slam. Locks him down. Bruff now Locky forking in, but has to take the Hooper Portal. Unite moves onto Redmore, but I don't know how they kill MAME. MAME gets Bliss Unite moved as well and just keeps on living. Meanwhile, Haruta went down without using his Unite move. Adesu still trying to buy time for Gatlu to respawn. And they just have to somehow deal with the TSAREENA. TSAREENA again going in with another dropkick, still full HP. Absolutely, he still has Unite move as well. MAME still has Unite move right now in the TSAREENA. I don't know how they're gonna deal with it. Grease goes down. MAME does the Unite move off Redmore and he tries to get away, but he can't. Oh, Gatlu just has to flip Zapdos right now. I think he just has to go for it. Has the Fluffy Tail to Curse, and they get it! It goes over to Haruta. And T2 is able to get the Zapdos in this game number 2. They ace them as well. Only Bruff is left. Only Bruff is left, and they're all gonna score. This TSAREENA, this game was just impossible to deal with. They had no chance in this late game fight against level 15 TSAREENA. Absolutely crazy. They all score 500 points lead, and that's gonna be game number 2. What is MAME's damage looking like? What a TSAREENA. Yep, 113,000 on the TSAREENA. Lockdown killable. Game number 3, we have one change. We have Gatlu non-Greedent dropping the Trevenant after last game. Even though he had an insane first match on the Trevenant. This time going for the little annoying squirrel on the track. He's very known for this as well. He is very, very known for the greedent. And he's just going, you can see he's already very annoying. He's going for these back A bombs. Try just be annoying with his tackle early game. It's very hard to deal with this Pokemon. Has so much mobility, has low of healing, and he gets away. Haruta is on the chase though. Maybe next Shadow Sneak? But no, Gatu's gonna have another tackle any second now. There we go. There's the tackle. Back to his own goal. And he gets away, just being super, super, super annoying. Top lane. Is MAME dead? I think he's gonna die. It's gonna be first blood again. Third time in a row. We get the first KO of the game, going over to Nouns Esports. So, pretty decently done for them. Adesu maybe looking for a score, but game against the Snorlax should be impossible to do anything. But they're gonna get freebies on top side. And Gatlu hopefully getting his level 5 unlocked right here. Actually, Redmore takes it away. But Gatlu should be able to score. 8 points should be enough against the Snorlax still. Does he get it off? He's trying. Yeah, he gets it. There's the go. Green Evolution, he's gonna unlock the Corvette. Gatlu always plays Corvette and Belch, so I'm not gonna see his stuffed cheeks. Now he's gonna start invading. I think the first buff is already down. Yeah, MAME already has the blue buff done. So Gatlu has to be careful. TSAREENA on level 6 already is super scary. Especially with the drop kick. Can even slow the Corvette down. There's the double tackle. He's just so annoying. Oh, he messes up the tackle! And Gatlu might just die here! I think he got either he snapbacked or just auto-aimed. And it goes in the wrong direction. And he goes down. Oh no, Supercell now backdooring the A-Poms. And Bruff might go down his bot side. No, Haruta barely doesn't have enough damage to keep Bruff on top bot side. Supercell now, unlock pressure, is red buff slowed by Adesu. Heavy slams away, but he should be dead. Is resting. Rest in peace indeed. And now Adesu looking for MAME. He's gonna be level 8 super easily this game. And Bruff on bot side. Lissy overextending. Gets picked off. We have Dread spawning in 33 seconds. 30 seconds, and both teams should be ready for it. MAME is not going to be level 9 on this arena, but we have a Dragon Knight. So, can T2 win the first Dread for once? They have lost it every single time in this series so far. Both first Dread went over to Nouns Esports in both games. Supercell already here, aggressive. Doesn't have block yet though, so only heavy slam. Doesn't do too much yet. Snorlax really becomes online as soon as he gets blocked. One of the best, I feel like it's one of the best basic moves in the game of any defender. And MAME is actually level 9, but he's very far away. He has to drop it. Again, they're just not doing for it. They know they can't win this Dreadnought fight. So they're gonna have Hyper Beam into Power Punch. Perfectly done again. Hitting at the same time. And they get the first Dread for a third time in a row. He's now rotating towards bot side, top side. With the Hyperspace Port, and they're gonna start defending against MAME. On top, who got enough experience for himself. So still quite happy. They just want the TSAREENA to be as far ahead as possible yet again. And yeah, he's scaling again. And there goes the Unite move onto Adesu. If you're gonna find some KOs here, that would be huge. But Adesu counter Unite moving. MAME now running for his life. Rotom is dropping super, super low. And we're gonna have a Hyper Beam coming up with a Power Punch actually misses, but the Bliss Unite flies in and Bruff picks up this Rotom. It's gonna go in. They're gonna get some nice points in here as well. Again, you can get 30 or 40 and 30. Whatever they want. They're kind of not deciding right now. But Adesu can score 40 if he wants as well. Bruff scoring one more time. But what? They're dying to the Crumble Unite. They're not respecting it whatsoever. Adesu goes down. Redmore is going to finish off the goal now. They're a bit hesitant there. And Ruin is able to get Adesu. Now Redmore has to be careful. Power punches away back to Barry. Now T2 is looking for a push under this goal right here. But they have nothing left really. And MAME is just overextending. Gets picked out by the Greedent. And Nouns Esports. There he wanted a bit too much. Haruta on bot now level 9. Supercell super, super deep. And I think he's going to get down. But it doesn't really matter. Level 8 Snorlax really doesn't give much experience over, so not big of a deal. Redmore taking this KO for himself. Can they try scoring here? No, this would be great to kill now this goal. Red is spawning in 22 seconds, so opening up bot lane would be huge, but yeah. T2 is able to defend that quite easily. This teamfight's gonna be very important. We have no Cramorant Unite, and we have no Bliss Unite for Nouns Esports, so it could be quite even. We have 4 again. No, actually, Bruff has a backup now. Alright, Bruff has his Unite back up. And he's Unite moving very early onto Redmore, who's gonna dive back onto Haruta. And we have MAME super deep, gets the Unite move off onto Hooper. But this could be quite bad for MAME. Can he get the double stop? Yeah, he's the full HP. Bliss Unite flies onto him. And he is still at full HP, stomping on the background, going over Bruff, going on Adesu. Redmo in the meantime, power punch hits the Aegir Slash, and Rune is just topside. It's a 4v5. They should stop showing this. I mean, I want to see the team fight. Adesu going for the Dread now. Gatlu is still alive, looking for the Bages. But MAME is back, and the Hyper Beam is just in time. It is very close, but he still gets it. There's Hyperspace Portal, but the Heavy Slam knocks them all out of it. What a huge Heavy Slam by Supercell. And that gives them a triple KO. Knocks them all out of the Hyperspace Portal, perfectly timed. This is why the Snorlax has also seen priority now. It's so good against the Hyperspace of Hooper. And Supercell with a hero play. Dread still went over to now, so the game is super even right now, but MAME, again, level 12, or level 13 on the TSAREENA, is 2 levels above everyone in the entire game. Oh, I can feel like it's like a deja vu of game 2. 2 minutes until Zapdos spawns. And yeah, MAME is just gonna be so hard to deal with again. It's gonna be so difficult. Level 13 already. Now it's all level 11 pretty much, except for Hooper who's level 10. So a level lead for T2 on the most important Pokemon, which is Cramorant, Aegir Slash, and TSAREENA, are all 1 level higher than anyone on Noun Esports. So it's quite insane, even though Nouns won both Dreadnoughts. This shows you just how much more kills matter as well. And how Root is going to take down Goose. He goes down. Dragon Knight Unite has to be flying to safety. Adesu has a nice Hyper Beam, but the White Guard! The White Guard is massive. The block is thrown to Redmo. He gets stuck on the block. But he has the Power Punch and Stop a bit to get away from it for now. MAME is going back to jungle rotation. It's going to get level 14. Rune level 13. This is not looking good for Nouns Esports right now. This is not looking good. What can they do? Might just be a Zapdos flip at this point. They're not going to win a team fight, that's for sure. I don't see Nouns winning a team fight at all, so it might just end in the Zapdos flip that Nouns has to take. And I mean, they have a good Zapdos flip, right? They have Blissey Unite, Greedent Unite, Greedent Fluffy Tail, Greedent Belch, Hyper Beam, Power Punch, Lucario Unite moves, so they have a lot of things. They pick up another Dread. They again have 5 objectives this match. They got 2 Rotoms, 3 Dreadnoughts. They're pretty much winning every single objective throughout this entire series. But all comes down to Zapdos. All comes down to Zapdos. We see Hooper porting between top and bot, and Nouns is not too aggressive yet. They're kind of just looking for something, but again, I don't think they're going to win this stall-off or a battle like this. And we just have T2 slowly starting Zapdos. They don't want to do it, they just want to bait Nouns into a team fight, because I mean, they know they're going to win the team fight, right? But they have to be careful not to drop Zapdos too low. Wait, we see Hooper Unite on Grease on bot side. He had to use Higos Doofen on by MAME and had to use Unite move in a very bad position. And now Zapdos is going to happen. Oh, Zapdos is already under half HP. Bluff Unite flies through. Hyper Beam is there, but it goes over TT2. MAME somehow gets it. He's just the MVP of this entire series, I guess. And T2 gets Zapdos somehow. I can't believe it. Cramorant gets a Quadra kill. Cramorant takes a Quadra kill, and that's gonna be game. That's way too much to come back from. T2 is looking great. The first seed of Europe goes back into the lower bracket, and T2 moves on to the winner bracket semifinals.